All right, so really quick, I just want to show you exactly how I got the rear motor mount out. There's 4 bolts in the motor mount, as you know, back there. I got the new one over here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on the rear, like I said, there's 4 bolts. The 2 facing towards the battery are fairly easy to get to. The one located right here, you can get to it straight down, but then there's this last corner, which is a huge pain. Everybody who has to go through it or has gone through it knows exactly why it's so painful. But I was able to get it out. I had trouble finding, exactly how people did this, but I came up with a method that revises an existing method of using 2 joints on a socket, and I wanted to show you that setup. This is the bolt right here. I just got it out. I soaked it in PB Blaster. I wanted to show you the breaker bar and the socket, how I have it set up, just so that this will help somebody who plans on going through this in the future. I put the swivel directly on the 14mm socket. I then have, let me see if I have a tape measure. Well, I don't have a tape measure close by, but should be able to deduce the size of this based on the bolt. I have this one Cobalt 337 345 attachment that after I stick this directly on the bolt underneath the engine compartment. So here's how I did it. I first reached in from the top with this, placed it directly on the bolt, had that sticking up. Then I went in with this guy, stuck it into the socket joint, and essentially what I did was I built these pieces out the top. I then stuck this guy, just a normal 3/8 Craftsman extension. Finally, this last one, I went down to, I think, Pep Boys or Lowe's and picked it up. It's a Cobalt. The difference is on the tip right here, it's got the swivel joint. So when you stick it in, it gives you a little bit of play. So the trick right here is after these 2 were in the hood, you could kind of see this coming out the top way down there. And with this last one right here, I was able to, touch the top of it, but then used a hammer and lightly tapped the top and was able to get it in there. Finally, using an adapter with this breaker bar. And after that PB Blaster had soaked, I was able to get it out. So I'm hoping that this setup right here will help somebody in the future who's hoping to get this bolt out, because I wish I would have had this.